Hey guys, welcome to OTGW. It's Mike.
It's Dan!
Today we received, well, actually not today, but we received in the recent days some interesting news because, first of all, Cinderella the movie. Did you see it yet?
No, I don't care.
You didn't see it?
No.
Excuse me?
I don't care.
You don't care about Cinderella?
I don't care about Cinderella.
The most awesome princess there is.
No. Why is she the most awesome
Oh,
princess?
because she went through so much tribulations, like basically did not do anything bad to anybody else, basically took on so much hardship, and eventually was rewarded. That's like a beautiful story.
I know the story. It doesn't interest me that much because my favorite Disney movies
Is what?
are Lion King and Beauty and the Beast
All right.
and Aladdin
You can stop.
and Little Mermaid.
You can just stop because
Those four.
Cinderella is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. The movie. Like I sat there watching that movie, and afterwards,
Really? I
Team
gotta
Mike,
watch it.
Team Dan on this.
No, I just haven't watched it yet. So I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Anti-Cinderella.
I'm just not.
I watched the movie
Listen, I didn't rush to watch it. I haven't watched it.
opening night.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
It was so
goodness.
beautiful.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was such a beautiful
Oh
movie.
my
Afterwards,
goodness.
I was feeling positive.
Oh my goodness.
I was filled. That song was nice right away. I
man.
got that song on Spotify.
I don't even know what song you're talking about.
It was like something like she lived by like
All right.
be brave and like be kind, and that was such a good message. It's such a beautiful movie.
You know-
and that casting was perfect.
Really?
Lily James, perfect Cinderella.
Yeah, I agree with you. Perfect Cinderella, and this kind of ties into what we're going to talk
Right.
about today.
Because casting makes or breaks a movie a lot of the times.
Absolutely.
Right? Can you
Yeah,
name
of
a couple
course.
movies that were horrible because of the casting?
Yeah, I can name a couple.
Like,
well, when I was a kid, and I found out that Batman 3 and 4 were going to be played by Val Kilmer, and 4 especially, like George Clooney. And everybody knows that's like the worst one of the worst Batmans ever made. And even he is, I think, said to have regretted that decision. So that ruined the movie.
okay. I'm thinking of the ultimate.
Okay.
Robin Hood, Kevin Costner, where Kevin Costner didn't speak a lick of British accent.
Actually, I love that movie.
Look, here's the thing.
I love that movie.
That movie is great.
Prince of Thieves?
No. That movie is a great
Yeah,
movie.
great
I'm
movie.
just saying, that Robin Hood
Right.
was not the right Robin Hood.
But see, I don't agree with you because that casting, even though you think it's incorrect, it didn't ruin the movie. Like I'm saying, it hasn't ruined the
fine.
movie.
It didn't ruin the
Yeah.
movie. A British guy who didn't speak British with a British accent is just kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, what else you got?
Fantastic Four.
Those are all Fantastic Four.
Are you kidding me? I thought to this day, that movie was ruined by Jessica Alba.
What?
Because
No.
I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. Like huge.
Yeah.
And I think that her as Sue Storm was horrible.
No,
It was just because she was hot.
That movie was ruined by that movie.
Okay.
Nothing was
okay.
saving that movie.
All right,
That
all
movie
right,
was just
all right,
horrendous.
all right.
Anyway, so Cinderella, back to Cinderella, one thing I said after the movie was that the casting was perfect. And
Okay.
it really made a huge difference.
Yeah.
How you can relate to the main cast leads. Like, Ever After, for example.
Okay.
Not a horrible movie.
Which one was Ever After?
The Cinderella story, Ever After. Drew Barrymore was Cinderella.
Oh, right.
Sorry,
right,
Drew
right.
Barrymore,
no,
you're not Cinderella.
No, yeah. No.
So this, what we've been hearing the last several days,
Right.
or the past week now when this video is actually published, is that the next live action movie, because of the success of this one,
Yeah.
will be Mulan, which I have such mixed feelings about.
Oh, me too.
Because
Me
here's
too.
the thing.
Me too.
All right,
I
Cinderella.
think you and I are gonna have the same mixed feelings.
Cinderella is a classic fairy tale. No matter how you kind of twist it,
Yeah.
it's the same story.
Absolutely.
Mulan has already been twisted from the legend or ballad of Mulan
Into
this Disney animation already.
Yeah.
So right away, the story is completely different.
Right. So that's one of my reservations.
So now they're going to
As
base
well.
a live action based on what I would think is the Disney version of Mulan, not
Right.
the real
Right.
story of Mulan. So because the real story of Mulan is not very romantic.
No, it's not at all.
So, there's no little dragon or whatever the heck.
No.
So I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm thinking they're going to base it on the animated version.
They have to.
Which is not accurate whatsoever.
No, they have to, and we talked about this a lot, and because we know a lot about traditional
Right.
Chinese history, and we always talk about what Mulan actually is about.
Right.
The essence of the story is a filial piety.
Right.
Basically, devotion to your family.
Exactly.
Loyalty, courage.
Yep.
All these things.
But Disney movies
Of
are
course.
completely based on
Yeah.
romantic
Because you know why?
theme.
Because it sells.
Yes,
That's what
right,
sells.
right.
So like you said, they already twisted it, and I'm saying twisted.
Yep.
and no exaggeration, they completely twisted the tale of original Mulan, like you said, into the cartoon.
Already, right.
So now this version, it has to be based on that. Because
Right.
what are they gonna do? Like, do a brand new version of Mulan that nobody knows? Plus, like, all the theater goers, they're gonna go expecting to see the old
So
Mulan.
we don't know for sure, but
Right.
we're thinking it's gonna be based on the animated version. So now,
We could say 99% is
right.
gonna be based on it.
So let's say it is based on the animated version.
Right.
Now let's talk about cast.
Okay.
Because that's what this video is gonna be about.
Right.
We are gonna come up. You have a list. I have a list.
Yep.
Of what we think is the perfect
Right.
cast for
And-
Mulan, based on the
right.
animation series. So we took the characters from the animation series
Right.
and we're recasting them.
I didn't cast the dragon.
I cast the dragon.
Oh, you cast the dragon?
I cast the
I didn't
dragon.
I didn't cast the dragon. I basically only casted the main characters.
All right.
But I think what this is gonna be is because you're good at this. Like you're good at like not over analyzing stuff.
Right.
So you're gonna give the popular versions.
Or I'm gonna give the right version.
Or the right versions could be the and me. I mean, I sat there.
Yeah, you thought a lot
like
about
I
this.
thought a lot because I didn't want this to become this kind of like all romanticized version
Right. Okay.
of Mulan.
Okay.
So, which is also going to make this list very
Okay. So
interesting.
let's dive into this thing.
So you want to do Mulan last or Mulan first?
Let's do Mulan last.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the obvious one that you didn't come up with. I casted the dragon.
Okay.
I think. Okay, look, they're probably not gonna have a live action dragon in there.
No, they're not going to.
Right.
They're not even going to have an animated dragon. You know.
Right.
You know what they're going to have? They're just going to have this like
Some dude.
some dude who's funny, some dude or girl who's like kind of this comedic.
Right.
Comedic
But I'm just
character.
saying, let's say if they did have a dragon in there,
Right.
Just saying, you gotta keep it Eddie Murphy. You gotta keep it Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, dude, I agree with that, man. I agree with that. Because you can't imagine the dragon or like
Yeah.
the donkey from Shrek not being Eddie Murphy.
Exactly.
And Eddie Murphy needs to revitalize his career, so this would be a very good move for him, I think.
All right. Well, that's just throwing it out there.
Obviously, he's not Asian. That's the funny choice. Who would you cast as the dragon as an Asian person?
As an Asian person, I think they would have to sound very Asian.
Yeah.
But also
Really?
very funny.
You gotta be funny.
So funny plus Asian.
Funny
That's
plus
kind of
Asian.
a hard mix.
What about the Korean comedian?
From Community.
The guy from Hangover.
Yeah, but I thought of him too. The issue with him is he does not have an Asian accent. He's very just,
But he could probably do one. But what do you think? That kind of like he's small. He's like he's like loud. He's kind of like the Asian Gilbert Godfrey. Like. What do you
thought
think
of
about
him
that?
too,
What do you think?
but, like,
Because it
I
doesn't need
don't
to be. There's no age limit there, right?
Yeah.
Because you need a wacky character.
I know.
Okay, I want to throw something out.
Yeah, what up?
Why don't they cast me?
You?
I could play the dragon.
You want to play the dragon?
Yeah. I could be like a funny,
Well, you guys are
obnoxious
both
little.
like tiny. So.
Yeah, tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, they could dress me up.
Yeah.
Guys,
Cast
like
him.
this video if you want to see me cast it as a
cast
new
him as
Mulan
the
dragon.
I don't think you're that quirky funny though. Like as.
But
funny
I'm
as
saying,
Eddie Murphy.
but like if they wanted me to act like that, I could try
So
to
the
act
dragon
like that.
spits fire. You just spit on people.
Yeah, whatever. but I do that in real life.
You
So.
do that in real life. Let's start with the Emperor. Who
Oh,
did you have as
the
the
Emperor? Chow Yun-fat. Gotta have him. He needs to be in this movie.
I disagree with that.
Oh, what?
I disagreed with that.
Wait, do you disagree with him as the Emperor or him needs to be in this movie?
No. I disagree with him as the Emperor.
Okay.
I have.
Really?
I have George Takei.
What? What? George! Dude.
George
what?
Takei
As the Emperor?
as the Emperor.
All right, what's your
The
reasoning?
Emperor was skinny.
Oh my God. You're totally basing this on the movie.
George Takei is
Okay,
skinny.
if you're doing-
and he has a very proper way of speaking to him. I think
All
he'll
right.
play off the Emperor.
All right, if you're basing it completely on the movie,
That's
then-
what I'm doing!
All right, yeah, fine, I'll give you that
Okay,
one.
George Takei.
But in my real live action
Yeah.
movie, do you think?
He could do it.
Chow
Okay.
Yun-fat.
Chow Yun-fat has played an Emperor before.
Yeah.
In The King.
Yeah.
So he could definitely
And
do
also
it.
like on the modern movies, he's played a couple times.
Okay.
Like the Tang Dynasty one.
Okay, but I'm just
Which
saying,
I heard
like,
is really bad,
I'm just saying like
But in my
physical
version,
resemblance.
Oh yeah.
I think George Takei could pull this off. And look, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, okay, so it's Chinese story, it has to be Chinese people. I think any
can mix it
Asian,
up.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Chinese.
You're gonna say it's
I
gonna
was
be,
gonna say it's
the whole
Chinese.
cast is Chinese.
I think.
They're speaking English, dude.
Yeah. So what?
They're all speaking English.
So.
Dude,
Wait, you don't
the
think
father
Chow Yun-fat
of
can speak English?
I'm just saying, it doesn't limit it to
Right.
just Chinese speakers. I mean,
Right.
look at fresh off the boat. The
That's
guy
true.
is Korean.
I understand that. Here's my reasoning, because
Yeah, what's your
I'm
reasoning?
already not happy or / excited that they're doing this, because
Yeah.
I think it's gonna further perpetuate Mulan as a fairy tale and not as a tale, like a traditional Chinese tale.
Okay.
So
I
to
agree.
counter that, I want Hollywood to cast an all Chinese cast,
Okay, well,
because I think it'll come on, give us something.
look, I just feel like in Hollywood, all Asians are underrepresented. So I'm good with all Asians getting some opportunities here.
Yes, I agree, but I think that at the bottom of the totem pole is Chinese.
Really?
I absolutely think so. You got Korean.
I disagree with
you
that.
got Japanese.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, look at the top list of Hollywood stars, say on IMDb. Most of them are Korean.
I don't think so. Like who?
Look.
Like who?
Dude,
What about
most
I
of
think
them?
I think the hierarchy of Hollywood for Asians wise, like I think Chinese are
No.
near
No,
or
I'm-
at the
no,
top.
I'm talking about
Lucy
Hollywood.
Liu. You got Lucy Liu.
one chick.
Chow Yun-fat has been in Hollywood. Jackie Chan, Jet Li.
Those are-
name
okay.
like name 4 well-known Korean stars that's been in a lot of movies. You can't. Can you? No, you can't.
Rick Yoon.
I don't even know what that is.
Rick Yoon, the guy from Fast and Furious. Remember we did a hot male video.
All right, that's fine. That's one movie where
Okay.
no one can just
And
like.
then the guy from Lost.
You go to.
Okay, that guy.
Yo,
he's
you
in
know what?
everything.
You're done.
He's
You're
in everything.
done with this argument. You're done.
The guy from.
You can't even name him. You can't even name him.
John Cho.
You're done. You're
Cho?
done. John Cho. Dude, no.
Yeah?
Half the people
Korean.
on the streets don't know who John Cho is.
Yeah, they do. The guy from the White Castle
you
movie.
have to say it like that. Most people, you go up, you're like, Lucy Liu. Okay, everybody knows. Chow Yun-fat, everybody knows.
Okay.
Jet Li, everybody
Oh,
knows.
man. Oh, man.
You're done.
All right, you know
You're
what?
done with
I
that.
changed my mind. It doesn't have to be all Chinese, but I like to see
my
them
God.
try, though.
All right,
I like to see them try.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay, so what's the next one?
Okay, next one is Mulan's mother,
Okay,
Fa Li.
Fa Li. How old is she supposed to be in the tale?
Probably.
I'm thinking 40s.
40s or 50s.
Because the original Mulan is like young. She's
Yeah.
she's barely like an adult. She's like
Right.
16, 17,
Right,
18.
right.
So you're thinking back in the day, the parents didn't have
Yeah,
them in the 40s.
Okay.
I say Constance Wu.
No.
Yeah, because here's why. Because she's 33 now, and she can swing
not
5.
33 now, she's
33.
26.
No, I just checked it. She's 33.
Constance Wu is not
Check it.
33.
Check it. Check it right now. Check it right now.
Constance Wu is
Check it right now.
26.
Check it right now. Check it right now. Check it right now. I thought she was 26. She's not. She's 33.
Not
Check it right now.
33.
Check it right now.
No way.
Check it right now. Just click on that. Click on that. 1982.
How's that 36? How's that 33?
I said that's 33.
That's not 33.
Yes, it is. 19. I'm 33.
Oh, yeah, she's 33.
Dude, I'm
Oh my God, I
1983.
thought, when did
She
it
just
say
turned-
26 though?
It was a mistake. I think it was a mistake because I thought she looked too young to be 26. I mean, too a
old.
little, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that she's already playing a mom now, a young
okay.
mom. So I think with a little makeup, she could play somebody in her 40s, and I think that she's a big enough name, and she's got the talent to play the mom.
She's not a big enough name.
But I think that this is an opportunity to give
sure.
her that. Yeah.
I
for the mom,
I
because
go
the mom
with
is
the classic.
Okay, who?
Mina Wen,
Which? Can you show me which one's that
the
one?
original Chun Li.
Oh my goodness, back in the day.
Yeah, she's old. She's
Whoa.
about 50s now. I think she's
Whoa.
50s now.
Do you think that's too old
I
though?
don't think that's too old.
What is she looking like now? Oh, I remember this girl.
She's
Oh my
51
goodness.
Now. She's 51 now. She's been in so many.
Jeez.
She would be a perfect
Yo,
mother of Mulan.
She's been around. I mean, she's even kind of been around recently.
Yeah, she's
Very
She's
recently.
in Marvel's the TV series.
How old is she?
She's 51.
She's like the best looking 51-year-old I've ever seen.
Asians age very well, but
Yeah, fine. Okay, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
she would be I think she played the original Mulan at one point.
Really?
I think so.
I think that because I was saying Constance Wu because I think I wanted to try to keep the cast a little bit younger.
Yeah, she was the voice for the Disney Mulan.
Who? Ming
Na
Na.
Wen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was the voice
She was
for
the
the
original.
animated
Oh,
Mulan.
you know what? I like that choice because it's kind of like have
Can
my
you
eye
stick to your
Here's that.
points?
All right, let's
and
go.
not,
Next
like,
one.
be wavering
Next
every
one,
second.
next one.
All right, next up, let's do Shan Yu.
Ooh, yeah.
Who is the villain?
I stand by this one too.
Yeah, what do you got?
Ken Watanabe. Come on, dude.
I don't think he's evil enough. I don't think he's
are you
evil
kidding me?
enough.
You
I don't think
so?
he looks evil enough.
No, he's got that look, like that Mongol, like he's darker skinned. He's got the big head, the facial hair, shaved his head.
All right, I don't disagree with that.
And remember this: Batman Begins. He played the fake Ra's al Ghul. That was pretty good, right? He was like Bruce. Yeah. But then, like, imagine him even tougher.
That's not a. Well,
That's a good one.
Wait, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You just changed your mind about not doing a full Chinese cast.
I know.
And then you put him on your list when you still, in your mind, thought you were putting out a whole Chinese cast.
No, because
how contradictory can you be?
Because my thing was the main, like Mulan.
You don't think the main enemy is the main?
No, I didn't think they had to do because because they were already mixed blood. The Mongols to the north.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I have Jason Scott Lee.
Who is this guy?
Jason Scott Lee. He played Dragon in Bruce Lee's story.
Okay.
Look at him. Look at a picture.
Let me see some other ones.
Look how villainous he looks with the shaved head.
Go to image. That was
Look
a good
like
photo,
look at how good of a villain he
Holy
would
crap!
He has that villain look.
All right, you hit it. That's him right there. He looks like a bad dude.
Yeah, he does.
How come we don't see him a lot in?
Because he doesn't have a lot of jobs now after like Soldier.
Yeah. That's a bad guy right there.
Dude, yeah.
That's a bad guy.
Exactly.
Whoa, that's a bad guy. I mean, like, look at this photo right here. I mean, he literally looks like the cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one.
That's
a good one.
Yeah.
I know who you're gonna do for China.
The dad. For the dad. I have Chow Yun-fat for the dad.
All right, I could definitely do that, but I think he's more suited for the Emperor.
I think.
Wait. Depending on how important of a character, like if he's not that important of a character, you know what? I like yours better, because I feel like they got to show the relationship between Mulan and the father.
I think Chow Yun-fat would exhibit more of a warm, loving, fatherly figure vibe. Because he has that potential. He's able to just exude that warmth for the daughter, because you need to have that with the father.
Right.
So I don't think a lot of Asian actors can able to do that.
Yeah, I'm changing mine to that.
You can't change your stuff. You have a list.
That's a good one.
You have a list, and you stood by it for like 20 minutes of this discussion. Now you're gonna change it?
Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness.
Now we got the male lead. Li Shang. Sorry.
All right.
What do you have?
Let me just preface by saying I don't want to cast like a pretty boy Asian guy.
Okay. What do you have?
Because in the Disney movie, he was a pretty boy Asian guy.
Yeah, he was.
Right. I don't want to.
Okay,
I want to cast someone like Rick Yoon, who's got that look.
Okay. So you cast Rick Yoon?
No, because I think he's too old to play that guy. So I'm gonna cast this guy Godfrey. What's his name? Godfrey Gao.
Godfrey Gao.
Gao, yeah. Because in some of the photos I've seen him in, he's kind of got that scruffy look. But he's not a pretty boy. You know, he's not all clean cut. Okay. You know, clean shaven. Okay. Like I want to see like kind of a manly dude.
Well, I'm gonna put up my dude Daniel Henney.
Yeah, you talked to
this.
Yeah.
Because I think it needs to be in the army. He needs to have a physique. Like
but that's where I didn't want to go, because he's a pretty boy.
Daniel's not just a pretty boy. Daniel's got the physique going on too.
But the face, though, you know, it's a pretty boy face.
But I think
like you're in a Chinese army in the Song Dynasty,
you don't
right?
think they have pretty people?
No, I don't think there's pretty people walking around.
Why can't they have pretty people?
I don't think there's like pretty boys walking around.
I'm not saying everyone's a pretty boy. I'm saying this guy who has the physique and also has the face. I think he could be a good choice. So I don't hate your choice either. I don't hate your choice either. What do you have for our final position, Mulan?
So I chose someone nobody knows about.
Okay.
She's like, I won't even say she's up and coming. Like she's been in some indie movies, and I found her through a list on IMDb, and I based it solely on like what I think Mulan should look like. And I was looking online, and I noticed that she also was doing a lot of martial arts. Her name is Celia Au, Celiaau. So I looked at her, and online she was like training for martial arts. And my Mulan, she has to be fluent, well-versed in martial arts, because that's the original story. You can't fake that.
Okay.
You can't just have some hot girl go learn some moves. No, you need someone who is trained in martial arts, or who has the ability to do that. Otherwise, I mean, like, come on, you're not gonna get you. I'm gonna go see this movie for the action. I'm not gonna go see it for the love story between her and Li Shan. You know what I mean?
But you will be going to see it for that. But 99% of the other people are going to see it for the romance.
I understand that, and that's why this is my list.
Cast something like that.
They're not gonna cast someone like that. But I don't want to just see a pretty face up there.
my choice is I think an obvious choice.
Okay.
Jamie Chung.
I know exactly who that is.
You know why?
I don't think she'll be a
You
good
know
choice.
why?
Why is that?
She actually played Mulan in
I saw that.
ABC's.
I saw that. I saw that.
She did a good job.
Okay.
I think she can pull off something in a grander scale. That's why I
Right.
think Jamie. I used to have a crush on Jamie for like 2 years.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. She's not a bad choice because obviously, like, she's a seasoned veteran actress in
Right.
Hollywood, so she can handle the role
Right.
because it's a big role.
Yeah.
I just think she's too pretty. I feel like Mulan like shouldn't be that pretty.
Well, look, you don't know Mulan is not pretty.
That's true.
Have you seen Mulan?
I've seen artworks of her.
Have you seen Mulan?
Yeah,
you haven't seen Mulan. She could be pretty.
I just feel like, okay, Jamie Chung, like I think you mentioned, she used to play it. She played it
She
for the
played in
ABC.
ABC's Once Upon a Time. She
Right.
played Mulan.
I
She
saw
did a
that.
good job.
She did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's really pretty. I mean, I feel like it takes a little bit away, like when somebody's really pretty. Because you said, you gotta
don't penalize the pretty.
Okay, but like I said, they gotta. I don't care who it is. They gotta be believable when they do the fighting.
Yeah.
They gotta
I think
be believable.
Jamie Chung, I think she has some martial arts training. I'm not sure,
yeah.
but she's done martial arts movies in the past.
Okay.
So I believe in her. She
Right.
she was in Dragon Ball.
Okay. Yeah, they have
by the way.
to they have to make this one all Asian. I don't care if it's Chinese, Korean,
Oh, no, they have to,
Japanese.
of course. Look, this will be heavily scrutinized
It will be.
because it's now a race issue.
It's-
If the
that-
casting goes towards
This-
like someone who is not Asian for an Asian part, obviously.
This is where you mentioned earlier, like, I don't know why Hollywood decided to jump from Cinderella to Mulan.
Right.
Like, you just bypass like 8 other stories.
So many other movies I would like to see as live action more than Mulan.
Like what?
Like Little Mermaid. Because
Yeah.
Purely because I want to know how they do it. Because how do you pull off Little Mermaid live action? 'Cause
Probably-
that's really interesting to me.
Really see,
What about you?
computer generated. My favorite would be Beauty and the Beast. I
and
want
the
to see
Beast.
that.
Okay.
I want to see if they're going to take the dark angle or
Yeah.
more of a lighter tone
They
or a
have to
mixture.
be lighter tone. It's Disney. Everything will be PG.
It will be, but I love that story so much, and I think there's a lot they could do, especially with the technology today. But even like Aladdin would be better.
Aladdin would be great.
Come on,
A whole new world.
dude! And you'd have there you go. You'd have your beautiful princess. I mean,
Jasmine.
so many gorgeous.
Jake Gyllenhaal would play Aladdin.
You know what? They gotta do that just for funny's sake. And starring Jake Gyllenhaal, like
That's what I'm hoping though, because the Mulan, the story, you guys seen us do a lot of videos on Mulan. The story of Mulan is a beautiful story, but
Right.
not from the perspective of a romance story.
Exactly.
It is a beautiful story based on family values.
Absolutely.
So I'm kind of the live action to me when it was announced in my head I was like, oh. I wasn't so excited about it
Right.
because if the Disney version was the story of Mulan, I have no problem with it. But
Right.
because the Disney version already deviated so much from the original story.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of killing me to see like, okay, then now it's gonna be a live action
Right.
based on not the real story, but the Disney animated changed and modified story.
Okay,
But
okay.
the story of Cinderella is
More or less-
more or less when you and I know it, where anybody
Right.
else knows it in the
Right,
world, it's the same
right.
version.
But the original Mulan, nobody knows it because you're
Well,
like
nobody knows it. We know it. Like Asians, Chinese people know it.
right.
People who are familiar with
Right.
Asian culture know it.
Right.
So a lot of people do know it.
Right.
Except for that, this audience is obviously more westernized audience. I don't know.
Absolutely.
You know what's curious?
What's that?
Would be how Chinese people receive this movie.
Oh, I mean, I think we could guess.
Because the cartoon is one thing, right? The
Right.
cartoon is one thing. Okay, it's kind of making fun.
Right.
So okay.
And now you're trying to do this
Now
epic.
you're live action.
Epic. It's an
Now people are
epic.
kind of expecting that this is going to be
Right.
like a real story.
And also check it out. Mulan is interesting because it's not like just a fairy tale with a few characters
Right.
like Cinderella. It's literally, if you think about it, it's an epic. There are war scenes. So when you think about movies like that, you're really thinking about all those like movies like the battle, like the Gladiator, those type of movies, right? So it has a big chance to sink, and the budget's going to be really high. And it's basically, I really don't know why they picked this
All right, well,
to do.
let's see. And
But hey, it's creating a lot of buzz around the
it's
internet.
good.
That's why we're talking about it. But also, obviously, one of the reasons, but other one is because we love the original story.
obviously.
Yeah, I just hope that they don't mess it up too much. Like that's my hope. If they don't mess it up too much, I'll be happy.
Well, we'll see, I guess, maybe in a year or two. I don't know when it's going to come out.
No.
But, all right, guys, let us know in the comments below, Team Mike, Team Dan, on our respective casting lists. Or let us know your perfect cast. You didn't really stand by your cast very well. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching.
Peace.
See you later.